Welcome back to another edition of Small Ball March Madness. I'm Joel Klinger, and I am going to again talk about this quadrant right here. This quadrant fascinates me. I have another video on Belmont. You can go check that out now. But right now, we're going to talk about the Yale Bulldogs. All right, the 14th seed Yale Bulldogs out of the Ivy League. They're taking on LSU. There are a few things to note on this game. LSU just lost to Florida. They're 1-1 since Will Wade has been suspended, and that win was against Vanderbilt. So that doesn't count for anything, okay? So I'm really worried about LSU trying to come into this game, trying to scout for Yale when they don't have their head coach. I think that's a big problem. So for Yale, I think it plays to their advantage. They run a certain style. They run really fast. They score over 80 points a game. They have a great player, Mia Oni, who's going to get drafted. At least that's what Coach K says. And I'm really looking forward to see this matchup. I think it's going to be up and down. And I showed you exactly how Yale is going to beat LSU right here in the film room.
Yale is an interesting team. And this ain't your mama's Yale team. They got some players. Mia Oni is going to go to the NBA. At least that's what Coach K says. They're undersized, no doubt. They score 80 points a game and don't waste any time putting the ball in the hoop. They love to get on the run, take an easy layup or an open three, and just try to make something happen. Bunch of highlights for these Bulldogs. Believe it or not, I think the opponent they played in the regular season that reminds me the most of LSU would be Vermont. Vermont has a player named Anthony Lamb, who's probably the most similar player they've seen to Naz Reid. He's somewhat long, he can shoot, he's athletic, he can block shots, and he caused problems for him. Dropped over 30 points on him in the win for Vermont. If you want to beat LSU, you have to get Naz Reid out on the perimeter on defense, because if he's in the lane, you're not going to score. But what they did with Vermont, what they did with Lamb, is they brought his man to the outside and they did bad cuts to get open layups, and it worked. So hopefully they'll do that again. Oh, and yeah, they played Duke this season, so they're not going to be scared at all. Let's talk about LSU and the effect Naz Reid has on the basketball. So you see here they dish it down low to him. He almost loses it, but he still attracts a double team. He dishes it out. And now look at that open lane. Layup is missed, but there's Bill Williams for the putback. Too easy. LSU on the run is insane. Their size and athleticism is unbelievable. They're just as fast as Yale, but they're bigger. If Yale wants to win this game, they're going to have to hit the glass hard. They have to hit the glass and not turn the ball over, because this cannot happen for them to win. Smart is a magician around the basket. Waters can pull up from anywhere. Naz Reid is a force inside. In short, they have to limit the turnovers, play amazing defense, and stop Naz Reid and rebound the basketball. And if you ask how Yale can out-rebound LSU, you should ask Taurean Prince.
36-32. How does Yale out-rebound Baylor?
You go up and grab the ball off the rim when it comes off, and then you grab it with two hands, and you come down with it, and that's considered a rebound. So they got more of those than we did.
So, Yale gets the W. I think they have those keys. The key is just getting Naz Reid away from the ball and away from the paint, and also keeping them out of transition. But I think Yale will win in a close game, and I think it's going to bite them, and Will Wade's not going to be there. I'd probably give Yale about a 20% chance to win the game, which 1 out of 5 times I think they'd win. It's March Madness. I'm picking them to win. I think here they face Belmont, and you can go check out that video, but I have Belmont making the Sweet 16 past Yale. I think if this matchup does happen, 2 mid-major schools, Ivy League and OVC, but it would be a ton of fun to watch. I would pay to watch that game. I just think Belmont's got better players. I know Mia Oni is a great player, but I think Belmont fills out the roster better. So I think Belmont moves forward in a close game that I would pay to watch, probably be in the 70s or 80s for both teams. But I am dying for this matchup in the second round. I can't wait for it to happen when it does. But congratulations, Yale Bulldogs. You did it again. You pulled off another upset.